Hi, my name is Darren from HTJ.tax, and we're the team that seeks to demystify that sometimes confusing rule of international tax. And today we have the honor and privilege of speaking with Marios in Cyprus. Marios, could you please introduce yourself?
Of course. My name is Marios Giannakridis, and I am a senior tax manager at Total Serve Management Limited. Total Serve Group has been around for 53 years, and it's basically an umbrella of several different companies. It's basically a one-stop shop where someone can come here and receive any and all kind of professional services, either corporate, legal, audit, tax, pretty much the whole lot. We pride ourselves on being somewhere in the middle of small firms and big four firms, which gives us an advantageous position to cater to all clients' needs while also keeping our personal touch.
Fantastic. Thank you. The first thing I want to ask you about is quite topical, the Cyprus non-dom regime, especially in light of the UK basically eliminating theirs. I think Cyprus is quite attractive. Could you talk to us about it, how it works?
Yeah, of course. Okay, when a foreigner decides to move to Cyprus and become tax resident in Cyprus, I will explain how this is done at a later stage. That person is automatically considered to be a non-domicile Cypriot tax resident. And the basic difference between a domicile and a non-domicile is that the non-domicile person is not taxed on basically what is passive sources of income, because passive sources of income are taxed differently. They're not taxed under income tax, they're taxed at something we call special defense contribution. Non-domiciles are exempt from this tax. So basically what it means is that if that person has income from dividends, either from Cyprus or from abroad, or from interest or any other kind of similar passive income, then that person is not taxed on that income for as long as the non-dom status applies, which is currently 17 years. There are plans of extending it after the 17 years, maybe for another 5 years or so, but there is nothing definite yet. We will have to wait for the impending tax reforms that are expected to take place next year to see how that will work. But for now, it's 17 years, which works beautifully for someone who wants to relocate to Cyprus, maybe bring his family with him, start a business in Cyprus, or maybe just retire and he already has passive sources of income. If that person can sort out his affairs in his own country and stop being tax resident there, he can always move here, receive his passive sources of income, essentially tax-free. That's how it works in a nutshell. Clear?
So there's no special election to make. It's automatically granted once you become tax resident. So that's interesting.
Yeah, once you become Cyprus tax resident, you have to be registered with the Cyprus tax authorities and get a tax identification number. At that point, you simply declare that you are a non-domicile tax resident. You provide some information, some documentations that the tax office requires, but other than that, you're automatically granted with that status.
You spoke about it doesn't matter whether it's remitted or not, it's still not going to be taxable. You also mentioned that you're taxing your worldwide income. So this is earned income. So regardless of where it's received, once it's earned, it's going to be taxable.
Yes.
So my follow-up question was about reporting foreign assets. So some jurisdictions have a requirement that you report foreign bank accounts, foreign investment accounts, foreign trusts, and so on. Does Cyprus also have such foreign reporting requirements?
Well, no. If you declare your annual income tax return, there is no obligation to record your assets. You only need to report whatever income you have earned during that year. Now, if at some point in time the tax authorities ask for a capital statement, sources of wealth, what bank accounts you have, what cars you have, what assets you have, then at that point you have to go back and check what assets you have or what you've earned during the past few years and then report it. But usually, no, you do not have to report the assets you have in your income tax statement.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Since you mentioned bank accounts, you do realize that There are reporting requirements in the terms of FATCA or CRS. So if a client has to report in scope of that, then he has to. But from a tax perspective, no.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Thank you. So Marios, if someone wants to reach out to you and find out more, what's the best way to reach you?
Either through phone or through email, but it's usually done through emails. Available during normal office hours, but also 24/7. If someone wants to reach out, I will make time for my client. So basically, that's it. Simple.
What's your preferred email address?
Oh, it's marios.giannakritis@totalserve.eu.
Fantastic. Thank you.